Whoa! GameStop, Robinhood, and Wall Street. It's been a furious 2 days. It's like an economic apocalypse out there. It's like the American Revolution, but with Reddit, right? But don't worry, we're going to explain with fundamentals, logic,
No.
facts.
What are you talking about? Guys, this is not about fundamentals or logic or facts. This is a movement, Julian. This is a movement. It's about us versus them. It's about Reddit versus Wall Street, okay?
Wait. We as a movement?
Well, I mean, we as a movement. I'm not sure how much movement you do in a day, but yeah, we as a movement. You know what? Let's take a step back and start from where it all began. All right, so this is what's up. Wall Street hedge funds were targeting GameStop, a struggling company, by aggressively shorting their stock. They were betting that GameStop, aka GME, was going to continue to go down in price, and thus they were shorting it. And by the way, if you don't know what shorting a stock means, just keep watching because we're going to explain everything. So, a small group of Redditors on this subreddit called Wall Street Bets saw what these hedge funds were doing. Now, these Redditors were not particularly in love with GME, the company itself, but they were tired of Wall Street short sellers playing and manipulating the market at the expense of smaller, everyday stock traders and investors like you and me. So what did they do? They ganged up on the short sellers, just like the short sellers had ganged up on them so many times before. Because of the fact that the short sellers had taken such an aggressive and almost reckless short position, the Redditors continuously bought the stock to drive prices up. This is the exact opposite of what Wall Street short sellers wanted, because as we had already mentioned, they were shorting the stock, which means that they only make money if the stock prices go lower. But what you're probably thinking right now is, surely a couple of crazy Redditors like us couldn't have possibly bought enough shares of GameStop to drive the price up enough. And you're right, we couldn't possibly do this ourselves. So what happened was the entire Wall Street Bets subreddit community got together in a completely unprecedented move to absolutely screw over the Wall Street shorters and drive the price of GameStop shares up by 2,400% at one point. Now, by the way, this ridiculous spike in price has costed hedge funds billions upon billions of dollars in losses. Now, people around the world are talking about us and what we've accomplished. Some people are saying that we're crazy, other people are calling us geniuses, but the truth of the matter is, we're all just a bunch of crazy geniuses, okay?
So you think you're one of the Redditors that created this whole thing?
Well, I mean, I like to think that I played some part in the astronomical rise of GameStop. I bought one whole share of the stock, Julian. I mean, it's...
No. Those Redditors spend hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars on GameStop.
Can we let's talk about this after we film, okay? Let's just finish the video. We have to get this
Well, there you go, people. He's a total fraud. He's worse than those market manipulators. He doesn't deserve all this clout. So anyways, forget about my brother for a second. Let's talk about how Wall Street has been trying to short sell some of these companies like GameStop.
All right, let's take a look at price and time. Let's say we have a stock at $100. Now, as a short seller, I want to sell that $100 immediately and pocket it. But how can I sell something when I don't even own it? Well, guess what? I don't. I'm actually borrowing it. Now, once I borrow it, I'm going to sell that share immediately and take the $100 and put it in my pocket. Now, as a short seller, I'm betting that the stock that I just borrowed is going to drop. Now, let's say my prediction comes true and it drops to $20. Well, that's great. That's my lucky day. Because guess what? Since I borrowed that stock, I'm also going to have to return it. So I buy back that stock at $20 and I give it back to my friend Susan. Now let's do the math here. I sold the stock and pocketed $100. And then I bought back in at $20. That was my cost. And now I'm left with an $80 profit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make money when stock prices go down.
So anyways, That's short selling. And that's why these big hedge funds on Wall Street are losing so much money to these Redditors.
Right. Well, I wanna tell you guys a quick story. Take from it what you will. So my brother and I, we just got off of school. We finished our semester exams. So this is a break period. We're trying to relax, but right after we finished exams, GME was popping up everywhere. Everyone was going crazy at CNBC, MSNBC. My parents were going crazy. It was everywhere. So volatile market, no one knows what's going on, volatile stock. So, at the time, we had no choice, but we had to do the most logical thing. Anyone in our shoes would do it. We bought in fast, ferociously. We bought in high, and we went all in. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the results are shocking, okay? The results are shocking.
We put in 90% of our portfolio, and 50% of our investments are at a loss. I thought bankruptcy would hit me at 50, but it's hitting me at 14.
Okay. My brother is being very melodramatic right now, okay? This is a characteristic of his. It's just his personality. Look, it's not that bad, okay? The stock dipped a little bit, but that's because the hedge funds are trying to manipulate us, guys, okay? They want us to sell. That's part of their plan. What we need to do now is hold and hold strong.
Brennan Pearson, we're just a pawn. All right, whether it's Reddit or it's Wall Street, we're being played. We're just the pawns. At the end of the day, those big guys are going to run away with their profits, and we're going to be the little guys stuck with the loss.
Do you understand that if you sell, you're the true pawn here? Okay? That's what they want you to do. If you sell, you're doing exactly what the hedge funds want you to do.
Sell.
All right, guys. So I've talked to my brother. We've conferred privately.
He's conferred privately.
We have conferred privately and unanimously come to a decision. We are going to stay and hold our shares of GME, okay? We are not going to sell out our positions, okay? We are not going to take a loss. GME is the new currency. We're going to shred the short sellers, guys. Wall Street is going to get destroyed. We are going to win this fight. Hold and hold strong.
Don't get emotional about money. Don't get emotional about money.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this type of content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe because we're going to come out with a lot more like this very soon. The market is changing, it's evolving, stocks are moving. We're going to come out with a lot more content just like this, so stay tuned. As always, this is a purely entertainment video. We're not trying to give you advice before you make any purchases or invest in anything. Do your own research, and we're not telling you to invest in GME, okay? So we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you guys.